Good morning. Good morning. Wake up. Good morning. Good morning. So I wrote something for you guys. Okay? It's Friday. And I wanted to make sure that you guys understood that today was different. So I wrote something for you. And I want you to remember this throughout the day. And maybe even remember it for the next week, okay? So let's read it. Oh, good morning, Soul Tribe. First and foremost, I'm so rude. I'm sorry. If you're new here, welcome. We are elemental beings. I'm one half, High Priestess Lala, okay? If you are a part of the Soul Tribe, hey tribe, good morning, right? Okay? If you're here, it's for a reason. I have a message for you. I come through with messages every morning. So if you're interested in morning messages, you may want to follow the page. Good morning, love. Okay? So let me read what I wrote for you guys. It says, hold on, y'all. Your girl woke up late again. I'm going to get my time together and we're going to be on time for this morning matinee, okay? However, with our schedule just changing, it's a little rough. So I've been running late, okay? But anyway, I did write this down for us last night, so. It says, today, I release all of my fears. Today, I believe in myself and my capabilities. Today, I choose to choose me. Today, I forget all of my failures and I look towards my future. Today, I live in my truth and I even embrace every flaw. Today, I will be open-minded and optimistic. Today, I will free myself from any regret and fear that lingers in my subconscious mind. Today, I am as free as a bird. Today, I will spread my wings and take healthy risk. Today, I will begin to understand that my life is going according to the plan. Today, I forgive myself for not speaking up when I should have. Today, I embrace my journey of healing. Today, I understand that change is constant. Yesterday, even though I can't change yesterday or predict tomorrow, I promise to give my all right now, today. Okay? So, that's what I got for y'all. Today. Remember, today is different. Okay? It's a different day. It's a new day. Okay? There have been a lot of spiritual attacks this week. So, remember that today is a new day. And today, you make a conscious effort to let go of any fear and anxiety that tries to hold your mind. Okay? You are able to make decisive decisions accurately with confidence. Okay? Today, you live in a world full of abundance. Okay? This is where it's at for you. This is what today brings for you. Okay? Something about this. Okay? Let's see what the situation is about. Hold on. Spirit, tell me about the current situation this morning. What does the collective need to know on this beautiful Friday morning? What's the message? What is the situation that's happening right now in real time? Okay. Alright, so the 9 of Wands coming out in the reverse. So it's Friday. Someone's like, I barely made it. Okay? It's like something like that. Okay? It's like the energy of, you could be feeling like, very weak right now. And I get it. You've been fighting a very hard battle all week. Some of you guys may not even realize that you were fighting this battle. See, it's mental, to stay focused, to stay on course, right? To not give up, right? To not lose your cool, right? To keep praying, right? To keep meditating, to continue practicing mindfulness. See, evil wants you to give up here. We got the 9 of Wands coming out in the reverse here. Someone feels like they just can't. I don't know. They feel like I cannot. I'm over it. I don't want to. Okay? Maybe I can, but I don't want to, Lord. And God is like, well, you have to. Okay? I gave you the energy to be able to handle this. Something about that? Let's see. What's the challenge here? 9 of Wands in the reverse. Okay. That's like, it's like the energy of when you ever been a child and somebody try to fight you and your mother throw you outside? Mine did. I remember when I was young, me and this girl, we used to fight all the time. So I just was tired of fighting her because we fought all the time, right? And in my opinion, nobody ever won. It was just a fight, a long-ass fight all the time for nothing, right? And so one day she wanted to fight me, and my mom happened to be home, and I didn't want to go outside. And I didn't want to go outside, right? So my mom was like, oh, no, you going out there. Push me outside, lock the door, right? It's like that kind of energy. Somebody's tired of fighting spiritually, mentally, physically. Okay, what's the challenge? What's making you feel like you can't fight no more? What is it? Okay, 3 of Cups in the reverse. I don't know. It's like someone feels like something's going on here. I don't know. Like you could be giving up because maybe you're allowing the wrong energies around you. There could be someone, you could be just doing too much here with the 3 of Cups in the reverse. There could be way too much partying, way too much celebrating. When, look, the victory ain't here yet. It's a lot of work to do here. Okay? I don't know. Something about that. The challenge could be like, you know, needing to really focus here is what I'm picking up. Yeah. You know, I almost feel like there is a, you know, a spirit, or this could even be a person, and they know that you have a job, so they try to keep you doing low vibrational things so that you can't do whatever it is that you need to be getting done here. Is what I'm picking up. Okay. And then let's see what the focus is. I just heard overindulging. Someone could be overindulging here. Okay? And look, I ain't here to judge you, but I'm here to let you. Sometimes we gotta call things out so we can know what's going on. You know, imagine, right? Imagine if you could just do something in secret forever and nobody knew. You probably kill yourself, right? Unalive yourself, right? I know I would have, right? You know those things that we do that we don't like nobody to know? Something about that? Let's see. What's the focus, spirit? Yeah. Like, you know, when people feel like, you know, people want, you know what people like to do? People like to get you in your most vulnerable state, right? They like to get you in your most vulnerable state so that they can do things to you. And a lot of times you don't even know they're doing these things. You know, people pretend so hard to love you, to care about you, but really they just don't want you to get over that hump. See, because when you make it over that hump, they know that, like, a lot of people already know that they are only in your life for seasons, right? So they try to extend the season. You know, like how they be trying to play with the seasons outside? You know, how like it be warm during the winter now and things like that? Yeah, they're out here playing with stuff, okay? Okay, to keep you trapped, to make you feel bonded. I don't know. There could be some kind of third party situation going on, and somebody could be tired of fighting this. Someone could be like, look, if I got to fight to have somebody, I don't want them at all. I'm picking up that too here. Someone's like, look, you can have him or her for real. Okay, yeah, 8 of Cups is in the reverse. Yeah, but see, what's happening here is the focus is, see, God is trying to take you somewhere else on another part of your spiritual journey, a higher level, a deeper ascension. And I feel like there's something distracting you. There's something that is wanting to stop you from, you know, going to the next part. Now, this could be you refusing to walk away from some kind of relationship here as well, which is in turn stopping you from getting to exactly where you need to go. Okay? Is something about that? Okay? Yeah. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. You should be focused on your spirituality. You should be focused on, you know, being willing to walk away from relationships that are not healthy. I don't care who it is, like, because I'm hearing some of them, it's maybe even family members, friends, co-workers, whoever they are. You know, it's time for you to be able to walk away from relationships that just, they don't suit you. What are they doing for you? Are these relationships making you grow, or are they making you sad, making you cry? You know, are you hanging around low vibrational energies that have you drinking all the time? You know, you ain't seen a bottle of water in a minute. You know, I had days like that, and I know, and you know, there are people that would encourage you to continue to live your life like this. So if you are not vibrating in a high vibration, I'm here to tell you right now, Spirit says snap out of it. Okay, right? We all fall down, but we get up, right? Like that kind of energy. Okay, so that's the focus here. Letting go of all toxic relationships, even with yourself. You know, those habits that you just can't let go, that you just keep trying. It's time to really focus. It's time for us to really focus on these little small things about ourselves that create big problems. Okay, focus is here. Let's see. Tell me about the recent past. Tell me about the recent past. Okay. The Hermit. Okay, so you could have been in a period of solitude, you know, you could have been in a period of self-discovery, okay? I don't know, or, you know, I feel like in the recent past you could have felt alone, you know, so that's why, you know, some people are still around because, I don't know, you know, it's like you're trying to fill a void that's there, right? But the only way to fill this void is to really, like, a greater power is the only thing that can really fill this kind of void that you have right here with the Hermit card. Because this is like introspect. This is like the things what you're composed of, what you're made up of, right? These are the things inside of your heart, inside of your soul. And I feel like, you know, God has really had you go in there and, you know, touch those things and figure those things out. And there's an energy that wants you backsliding here. Okay? I feel like in hermit mode you were doing really well. Okay? I feel like you were doing like a lot of self-reflection. I don't know. I'm feeling like it's a little backslide here. It's a little backslide. Alright? What are the possibilities here? Tell me the possibilities. Ooh, okay. Page of Pentacles. So the opportunities are, the possibilities are endless. Like, you know, this is young energy. This is energy that has time to grow and learn. This is energy that is willing to grow and learn. This is energy that, like, you could take your time. You know, possibilities are limitless here. Okay? I feel like if someone's still willing to learn, okay, to study, to take their time, to allow things to grow naturally, the possibilities are great here, you know? I feel like this is a beautiful lesson, right? You know, even as you are ascended already, because, you know, a lot of you guys have already reached a spiritual peak, right? But, you know, don't think that once we get there, we're just good. Energies always come in and try to pull us different ways, right? Constantly. Maybe even so more when you are dedicated to living a certain type of way. So I feel like Spirit is really wanting you to be open here, okay? And do you even believe that there's a lot of possibilities? You know, the page is a very young, optimistic energy here, okay? I would say, you know, definitely stay open to just trying new healthy risks, taking healthy risk, right? Something about that. Let's see. What's going on for the near future here, Spirit? What's the near future? Okay. So the near future is the Two of Swords in the reverse, and I love this. So that means that going forward, there's someone, and like, you tired of making the wrong decisions. You're tired of being indecisive. You're tired of not going with your first mind, your first thought. You're tired of, you know, doubting your intuition when God is giving you these downloads. So it's like, you know, I feel like going forward with the Two of Swords in the reverse here, you'll be speaking up, you know. You'll be doing what's right, you know. I feel like, you know, you're a person that, you know, when you fall down, you literally can pull yourself back up because you know where you belong. Okay? There's an energy that wants you to make reckless decisions here. Okay? Make sure you're using logic when you make decisions over your heart, right? Because sometimes your heart can allow you to make the wrong decisions. Sometimes you have to use logical thinking, right? So, something about that. Okay? Let's see where your power is coming from. Where's the power coming from here? The Emperor. You. Okay? So you're a powerful being. You're showing up exactly how you should. Okay? As a leader. You could be a father figure, or you could just be a woman, and you could be, you know, have masculine energy or tendencies. Okay? The Emperor is someone who definitely thinks with logic, you know. The Emperor is someone that people can come to for advice, people can trust. I feel like this is you. Okay? But I also feel like, I could be talking to a person like me, you know. You could be a person where it's all or nothing. So maybe you can't have a little bit because a little bit ain't going to be enough, right? You're going to want more and more, whatever it is. So I feel like Spirit is just saying temperance. I just heard temperance, right? Balance. Something about that. Okay? The most powerful thing about you is when you are leading. Because when you're leading by example. You don't just talk about what you need to do, you actually live that life. So it's something about, you being the emperor here. Okay? What's the environment around you? What is the environment around you? Let's see. Ooh. Okay. So we got the Six of Wands in the reverse. So I don't know. There could be like people, we already know this though. There's people that don't want to accept the position that God gave you. Okay. They could be calling you a fraud, a fake. They could be saying really hurtful, mean, judgmental things about you, but it's not for you to worry about here. You know who you are in the spirit. God has already proven and told you. Okay, so it's no need to worry about these kind of energies here, but they're there, of course. Okay? There could be someone like literally trying to like downplay your name. There could be someone trying to say that you're doing things that are unhonorable, like things that are not honorable. And I feel like with the Six of Wands coming out in the reverse and the Three of Cups in the reverse, there's people around. I told you, there are people around and they are okay with you being in your lowest vibration. They don't care. They don't care. They have no cares about you being your higher self. So it's gonna take for you to remove yourself from these energies. Okay? Because they don't care. Okay? I see a lot, and it's action. A lot of reckless action. Okay? Let's see. They don't care. Look, didn't I say temperance? Balance is very important for you right now. Okay? Archangel Gabriel is showing up. God could be really trying to give you a message right now. Okay? There's something you need to hear. And I'm hearing that if you sit still and quiet, be still and know that He is God. That's what I heard, right? Then you'll get a message here. There's something that concerns you, something that you want to know, some kind of information you need. The message is here. Remember I said temperance before I pulled this out? I felt it. There's a connection between you and divinity here. The angels are trying to talk to you. I told you somebody could be like drinking too much or something. There's some kind of overindulgence here. Archangel Gabriel, you can play an instrument. It's all good. You're going to get it together though. I don't know. I feel like it's a temporary energy. With the water, it's emotional. Emotions are energy in motion. They change all the time, right? You can get through this. Okay? We all have temporary setbacks. We all have backslides, but we're not backsliders, right? We don't continuously keep going back and back and back. God sends us a message. We need to get it together. We look at ourselves and we say, you know what? Today, remember, in the beginning, I wrote, today, I release all of my fears. Today, I believe in myself. Today, I believe in my capabilities. Today, I make a choice to choose me. Today, I forget my failures and I look towards my future. Today, I live in my truth and I embrace every flaw. Today, I will be open-minded and optimistic. Today, I free myself from any regret and fear in my subconscious mind. Today, I am as free as a bird. Today, I will spread my wings and take healthy risks. Today, I will begin to understand that my life is going according to the plan. Today, I forgive myself for not speaking up when I should have. Today, I embrace my journey of healing. Today, I understand that change is constant. Today, I understand that I can't change yesterday or predict tomorrow, but I promise to give my all right now, today. Remember? Okay. Let's see what the hopes are here. What are your hopes for this situation? Okay. So your hopes are to like get rid of things that confuse you. And, so there's someone and literally, there's a lot of chaos, a lot of confusion. I'm hearing chaos magic. People doing little things behind the scenes to cause confusion in your life. And, your hopes are to get this energy away from you. Right? And the only way to do that is to pray about it. Lord, look, I need you to help me move these things around because I've been trying and they ain't moving on my own. And maybe I need a greater power, I need some assistance down here because, I'm backsliding, Lord. I'm falling into my old ways and I need help because guess what? I'm human and my human nature is just animalistic and I just can't get it together. So Lord, I would ask that today that you help me because I'm crying out because I'm confused. And I know that God, you are not a God of confusion. So I know this is evil. Okay? I know that this enemy is evil because God doesn't confuse. See, the only evil confuses. God is not a God of confusion. He's a God of love. So this energy right here, the only thing you can do is pray over it. Okay? When it's not moving, when you're telling it to move, when it's holding you and you know you need to get out of it, the only thing that can move the energy of confusion is the Most High. Pray on it. What's the outcome here of this situation? What is the outcome? Let's see. Okay. So the outcome is the Ace of Cups. And I love this for you. So that means like, someone's going to like listen to this live and someone's going to be like, you know what, on a Friday, I'm resetting myself. I'm restarting. I believe that abundance is upon me. I believe that all of these mistakes that I'm making, the little backslides that are going on, it's a part of my growth. And I know that ultimately my birthright is to be, in spiritual abundance, in total emotional bliss, right? It's like, someone deserves emotional bliss. You know how that has to feel? Being like totally at peace, having faith and really like allowing faith to guide you, right? It's like the energy of, being emotionally complete, right? You're not looking for anything outside of you. You understand that everything is right in you. You understand this, right? You understand that, everything starts with you. And, it brings in abundance. And guess what? The left hand. Okay? The side of creativity. So it's like, because you become emotionally mature, emotionally stable, it brings in your creative side, abundance, right? It allows your mind to be free. That's the outcome of this situation. By removing things, people out of your life that don't belong there, what happens is, as you continue the journey, it brings emotional abundance for you. Okay? So it's like, if there are any things that you are holding on to that should have gone last season, I'm here as a reminder that today you will clean up any loose strings that are hanging and dangling down. They got to be cut. Cord cutting. I'm hearing cord cutting season. Okay? Let's see. Spirit, give me one more to close this one out. Give me one card to close this out. Give me one to close this out. Give me one to close this out. Continue working hard. You're the master at whatever it is that you work on. See, evil wants to stop you from doing the work so that you have things to do. See, you're here to provide generational abundance for not just you, but the entire bloodline. You know, it's for your bloodline. Like, you came here with a very, very big mission. This is not something that can be played around with. This is not something where you can take breaks. This is something where you have to consistently grind hard because you are the master. See, people know that if they can stop getting you to do whatever it is that you're the master at, they win. Okay? Something about that? You got the 8 of Pentacles on here. Like, you're skilled, okay? You're very skilled at whatever it is that you do. Don't allow yourself to be consumed by evil. You know, there's evil spirits and people that want you doing things that are low vibrational, okay? Right? If you spend all your time doing low vibrational things, it interrupts the flow of what you should be doing. And that's just that. Right? All personal readings are free. We just ask for a spiritual donation, and then you just inbox us, and we will reach out to you from there. Okay? Well, that was your reading, everyone. I love you guys so much. I will catch you guys later on this afternoon. I hope that you guys have a great Friday morning. I hope that you remember what we talked about today. Today is a day of change for you. Okay? No matter what the last hour looked like, no matter what last night looked like, today is the day that a new beginning is here for you. So I will hope that you go throughout the day feeling blessed and have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you guys for joining me. Until next time, I love you.